What's going on, everyone? Doing a quick little live stream here on Sunday. Sorry, not Sunday. Saturday. So welcome. Hopefully you had a good week. Hopefully your trading week was good. It was nice to see some green. What's up, Wally? How you doing today, man? You're having a good weekend? What's happening? But yeah, so hopefully y'all had a good week on the market. It recovered. We were recovering. Had pretty much a take profit Friday, so nothing too huge at all, I don't think. What's up, PJ? How you doing today, man? You doing good? Great. Awesome. So yeah. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here. NASDAQ had a take profit. What's up? How you doing? S&P 500 red beginning, then we finished off strong. So a lot of things, we dipped on Friday, then pushed up, and then, of course we had some red in here because the overall market was red, but nothing too huge. Like AMD, guys, we pushed down. Apple, Neo, all of that. I just recorded a Neo video, haven't posted it yet, but I went over the expected move for this week, and then yeah, we'll do a couple of your guys' stock actually. So you said, how is Palantir looking? Yeah, we'll take a look at it, PJ. Long time no see, man. It's been a while. It has been a while since I've done a little live stream like this. But thank you guys for all the support. I do appreciate all of you being here. And if you're new, you just subscribe. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I've been, last time I covered Palantir, I made a video about it. It was right in here. Yeah, it was right here. It got above this 23.45 support. I was like, okay, that's great. We were looking kind of bad when we got underneath it. Okay, I thought we were coming down, but then we kind of just like fell underneath it, and then we gapped right back up the next day. So that showed you that buyers were there. And then I was talking about nothing's really going to happen until we break above this resistance right here at 25.51. We broke above that on Thursday, and then we held above it on Friday. So that's what I wanted to see, and that's exactly what's happening. Now we're just looking for some continuation, hopefully a push above 28.14. That's what I'm looking at. Friday was crazy, up by 16 basis points. Nice. Got you, Wally. Yeah, thank you for being patient with that, Wally. I do apologize that I haven't broken that down yet, but let's do that on stream for you, man. Appreciate you being patient. Appreciate it. So last time, looks like it's been a little bit since I tried this one out. Fell through this 107 support. So just looking at this right now, what comes to my mind is this base right here. This is a very apparent base, guys. When I say base, that means we're consolidating. We're not doing too much. We push up, we come right back down. We push up, we come right back down. So what I'm looking at for this one, Wally, especially the continuation. So right now we at least have to break out of 94.86. So 94.86, we've got that rejection a couple of times now, but until we break above that, we're just going to be doing this back and forth game, this basing out. But now it did have a huge downtrend. So we were all the way up here at 170, hit highs of 175, 176, and then just came straight down. So now it looks like it's forming a base. Now the question is it forming a base to reverse back up, or is it forming a base to come back down? We don't know yet, but it is okay to see that we are finding buyers right here now, because it was apparent that we had this huge downtrend. And I would like to mention the overall market was downtrending during this time. This stock did just IPO, so we'll just have to see how this goes from here. But bottom line is, as long as it holds that 82, 86 base for now, it should be fine. CHPT, sure. Oh, wait a second. This one, the merger happened. Oh, okay. The merger happened. Wow. What was this previously? Was this CBE? Which one was this, Suji? Was this CBE? So ChargePoint, wow, the merger is complete. That is good to see. So let's do some zones here. Being the industry leader, ChargePoint dipping all the way. So we have this resistance. So we have this first zone right here. This is the zone I'm looking at. $35 and $39. That's the first zone. Got below that. So the second zone that it's in right now, let's take a look. Right here is a bottom, and then a resistance is, let's see, is that consistent all the way through? Yes, it is. So this is the second zone I'm looking at. This one's a little big, But so right now we're working with, we pushed up. Now we kind of dipped on Friday, so we were down 9%, which isn't the best in the world. But as long as we don't break 24.72, that should be great. So hopefully we hold 24.72. If not, we do have quite a ways to fall down. But I like ChargePoint as a whole, as a company. Now, it was consolidating here for a while, broke underneath that. Now we're just kind of downtrending. The question is this a reversal, or are we about to head lower? Obviously, if you're bullish on ChargePoint, you want this to be the reversal. So yeah, that's what we're working with. Let's take a look at Roblox, guys. Welcome to everyone tuning in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate all the support. And if you want to drop a stock, I'll get to doing that. But thank you guys for being here. Do you think the bond yield will rise? Well, PJ, it actually rose on Friday, and then you saw how the market react to it. Didn't really react to it like it did previously. So I don't know if the bond really does. I mean, people say it has a correlation, and the market did react to it. Last week or the week before we tanked. But I think that was just an excuse because on Friday it rose and the market didn't see that huge reaction like it has in the past. In fact, we actually recovered for the rest of the day. So I don't know. The bond yield just may be another excuse to why the banks or the market makers just dropped it. I don't know. I'm not a bond guy, so I would have to either consult someone with that who's more knowledgeable with the bond market and the correlation. But from what I observed is that last week before, the market was just tanking. We were down a huge amount and the bonds were rising. On Friday, it was reported that the bonds were actually up, and then the market, yes, it was down, but then it recovered for the rest of the day. So I don't know the correlation it has with that. Like I said, PJ, I would have to really look into that. But so I just posted a Tesla video and I mentioned that. I'll go over it in a second. I'll talk about my thoughts on what's actually happening in the market and what I think is going to happen in the upcoming week. I was just looking at Roblox. So we have this support. It's literally right back at IPO price. No, IPO price is actually right here at 70. So it got underneath it. People were calling me crazy on my video, the one I made on Roblox, but I do think Roblox is heading down, at least for a little bit. If not, I could be wrong, and this could be the dip, and it just takes off. But typically, we've seen this with a lot of IPOs where they hype the first couple of days and then just die off and then get that reversal and find its bottom. So that's why I'm waiting, guys, to buy actually Roblox. But with regards to the market, what my thought process, guys, is going into next week. I think we're going to have a good week. Now, a lot of people are talking about stimulus last week. They got passed on Thursday. Market reaction really wasn't there. Now, I would like to say there's a difference between the news and they're actually hitting people's bank accounts. So it's starting to hit people's bank accounts. It started hitting some yesterday, today, tomorrow. It's going to be throughout the whole week. So the money's actually now pouring into the economy. Previously it was news, he signed the bill, okay, great. The money's not into the economy yet. But now it's coming in. People are seeing it in their bank accounts. And so I think that's going to be bullish for the news. And that's one of the reasons why I believe that Bitcoin saw that huge pop today. This move right here was because the money is now starting to become in people's accounts. And that's why, I bet you the value of the dollar is actually down. Let's take a look at that. It should be down. Yeah, it is seeing a pullback. So this is seeing a pullback right here. Wait, this isn't the one that moves. What's the future? Is this the index? There's one that moves constantly. I don't know. But either way, guys, I know Bitcoin got a pop. And typically, especially with stimulus, Bitcoin gets that pop because of, I'm on the day chart. Because of inflation and this being not really affected by at least the dollar inflation. So yeah, so that's my theory with that. And that's why we saw that random candle out of Bitcoin just come out of nowhere. And that's because the money is actually hit the people's accounts. The money is actually starting to get into people's accounts, and that's why we saw that pop. Can you take XP as reverse? And look at it. Usually when bond yields rise, market goes down. Got you. But yeah, so what are some more of your conservative plays, stocks that consider a no-brainer that aren't Apple, Microsoft, and Google? Gabriel, are you talking about specifically in the tech sector, or because my specialty, I'm in the tech sector, so I play Apple, Microsoft, and Google. But if you want to look at a couple other ones, give me 1 second, and then we'll go over after we look at Xpeng. So Xpeng, what I'm looking at, XPeng starting the reversal, yeah, it is. But we need that confirmation, just like with everything else. It's starting it, but we need that continuation above 40.29. That's where you want to see. How is 14 stimulus making a difference? Yeah, so Suji. So typically, I don't know if you've heard this, but when inflation goes up, people typically go to precious metals like gold, silver, and that's because they're not affected by the US dollar inflation. So Bitcoin's now becoming that type of safe haven where, hey, when the value of the dollar goes down, where are we going to pour our money into? Well, Bitcoin. So that's why we saw the pop on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's not affected by that inflation. So inflation causes the value of things to go down. They're worth less. So that's why people are now, it's a safer bet to go into Bitcoin. It used to be gold and silver. People used to go into commodities when inflation raised, but now it's starting to go over to cryptocurrency because they're not affected by that. So we know that $1.9 trillion is being put into the economy. How else did the government get it? They printed it, and that's what causes inflation to go up. So tech, Gabriel, I don't know if you consider one of these what's it called? Main plays, but I consider AMD, especially what I'm looking at. AMD is one of the ones where, hey, it's been on this apparent downtrend, and I think it's bounced. So I'm in AMD long for shares. I have long calls on it. So I do think AMD is one you gotta look out for. But do keep in mind though that AMD is, it's still in that downtrend with a lot of things. So we're still in this apparent downtrend right here, but we're starting to break it just with a lot of things. So AMD, I would put that on your watch list, definitely. A couple other things I would look at and I play sometimes is Square, PayPal. I do play those. Square, this is related to Bitcoin, kind of. Not so, it kind of is. They have a huge investment in Bitcoin, so it does move with Bitcoin, but it also moves more closely to the overall tech market. So Square is one of them. Obviously, if you're in Square, look at PayPal. PayPal is another good one, but it's in a downtrend. Also, a couple other ones that I like to play is Snapchat. So Snapchat, I do believe, is one that you should consider going long when we get another dip. I missed this dip. I was talking about this with my group. I was like, hey, I really want Snapchat down, or I wanted to get in Snapchat. Forgot about it because I was buying the dip on so many other things. So Snapchat's a good one, and to go with that, Twitter. So I like these. I like these. What are they called? Social media companies. So Twitter, Snapchat, and then the ones to recap: Square and AMD, and also Corsair. Corsair has been on a downtrend. It's hit highs of $47, so it's at 34. So I think it's very undervalued, and I like the company. Just came into the stream. What are your thoughts on NIO? Yeah, so I went over NIO earlier. Oh, I actually haven't. Sorry, I recorded a video, guys. I haven't posted. I keep forgetting I haven't posted this NIO video yet. But yeah, so $50. Yeah, I do think NIO can get above $50 this week. Now, you guys know that I do the expected move like pretty much every single every single week. Let me delete these because they were from last week. But what I'm looking at, this is the expected move for NIO. So the bottom of the expected move is at $39.50. Top of it is right at $50. So NIO, I do think potentially it got above the first expected move this week or last week now, and it held above it. So I do think NIO could get to $50 this week and potentially hit that second standard deviation, which is at $55. Now, I talk about this a lot. I say, hey, NIO follows the NASDAQ. So if we're going to be bullish on NIO, which I think we are, then the overall NASDAQ has to cooperate. And I do think we end up somewhere in here at the end of the week. This green box right here for the NASDAQ. And if that happens, then NIO will see a huge, huge increase in its price. Please check SOS. Sure, Wally. I got you, my man. I got you. So SOS, it's been really consolidation bound. It's just been sideways. So really, for SOS to get my attention, it needs to break back above that 755 resistance, act as a support here. So now we're finding sellers right here. So definitely want to see it get above that 755 resistance. But I do think this is related to Bitcoin, and really dependent on how Bitcoin's acting. Oh yeah, also Gabriel. Nvidia I really like. I do enjoy Nvidia as well. This one had a huge dip. I like to see Nvidia down here was just crazy, and I did buy the dip on Nvidia. But I don't know how many of you are familiar with options or not, but what I did when this huge dip happens, this huge dip happened on last week or the week before, whatever. I bought debit spreads. I bought debit spreads on a lot of things. So I put it like 2 to 3 months out. So a lot of them expire in May, some expire in June. So yeah, so I got a couple months out, and they are doing well already. But debit spreads, they favor time, so they'll move. Right now, all of them are above what I'll have to get for maximum profit. But I just have to wait on that time. So the time value with debit spreads is actually on your side. Unlike with naked calls, where theta kills them, debit spreads, you actually need it to be at that. If you get maximum profit, you need to hold it to that expiration date. But there are certain cases when the stock just goes super high, and you don't have to wait for all the way to expiration date. But that's if the stock really pumps up. Bingo and Clove, sure. Bingo. So what we're looking at for Bingo is a hold of it at 895. We want to see that hold at 895. So we were starting that reversal as well. Bingo had an amazing dip, and then we got above here, confirmed it twice, and then tried to finish up on the day green, but it was only down 15 cents. So what I'm looking at for Bingo is a push above 994 next week. Take a look at Clove. I literally just bought NVIDIA on the dip. Awesome, man. I was in GME when it froze the other day. Wow, PJ, how was that? How did that feel? But yeah, NVIDIA is just an amazing stock. So what it looks like. Let's see. Clove. All right. Clove. It's been this apparent downtrend. I would not mess with this one until it honestly got back above 985. If we don't get back above 985, then Clove is in trouble, guys. It's in trouble a lot. I don't even know what this company does. I mean, I've covered it before, obviously, and it's had its pumps. So be careful with this one. This one, I don't know. It's been decreasing a lot, so I'd be very, very careful with this one. I don't understand why GME is raising each and every day. It was crazy and shit at the same time. Well, let's take a look at GameStop. So I don't know why recently had that random pump. Like it pumped up, got halted again. I don't know how many times, and then it's kind of been just hanging out. Did it do anything in extended hours? Actually, no, it didn't. But this day was crazy. So it pushed all the way up to 348, and then pushed all the way back down to 170. I think this is just big banks just screwing with it, to be honest. Does anyone know right offhand what the short interest percentage right now currently is on GameStop? Because that would be interesting to know. But this is crazy. This is crazy to see, especially on GameStop. But I wouldn't. I don't know. They're not my cup of tea. Short squeeze looks like. Yeah, I think this is. But look at the volume though. The volume isn't very high on this. Look how high the volume was over here. So I don't know what's happening here. The volume is very, very low compared to what it was when we got that same run. So I don't know. Yeah, see? Volume 25, average volume, last 10 days, 58. What's up, Mitch? What's going on with Neo? What you mean, bro? But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with GameStop. But guys, my cup, what I like to trade is, as you can probably tell, is just tech stocks. So I'll literally list out the spreads I have right now. I have so many. So I have spreads on Square, Neo, Tesla, AMD, Tesla, Apple, Facebook, Square, AMD, Neo, Apple, Nvidia, QQQ, Apple. So I have a lot. What do you think of DocuSign? Yeah, we'll take a look at that. What about C3? I looked at it, Princess, already. If you want to scroll back, I did that earlier for Wally, so take a look at that. I went over that. Did some technical analysis on that. DocuSign, okay, let's take a look at that. I don't know why I have not broken this one down before. So we had this consolidation right here, and now we're kind of in this little rut. So 208.60 is the support I'd be on lookout for. The resistance level I'm on lookout for is right at 230. So really what happened with DocuSign is we got underneath the support, right? We came back up, got underneath it. It got and we were really uptrending, and we were looking good on this, but then we fell right underneath, and now we're trying to like recover. So what I'm looking for is a hold at 208. If not, it'll probably go lower in the next level of support. I'm specifically looking at least for this, is at 187.54. So you said Nano Dimension price prediction end of year. Let's take a look at Nano. Nano is actually one of the ones I really do like long term. Missed the dip right here, was into a lot of other things, but it's starting to recover like bingo, and it is like reversing, so we just need that confirmation. Nano actually has a little bit of ways to go. Want to see it above 1163, but it's doing a nice job of recovery. It really is. Every dip right now currently, so we were in this downtrend and we reverse, and every dip right now is being bought up by buyers, which is what you want to see. How you what's the difference between spreads and calls? So calls are, so that question, I'll rephrase that. So naked calls are just calls by themselves. It's just like buying, let's say, an Apple 120 strike for whatever expiration. Spreads are a little different. You're buying a call, so you're buying a 120, and then to make it a spread, you sell the one above it. So you sell the 121, and that what makes a spread. So typically, or they are something called theta neutral. So with naked calls, you have theta, time decay. That's working against you. With spreads, you don't have time decay because you have, when you sell a call, that's theta neutral, and that negates the theta of the long call. I know it's very confusing. If you don't understand calls, it's really hard to grasp. So first, what I would recommend is just you looking up what a call is, and then once you understand what a call is, then understanding spreads comes a lot easier. It will take literally no time to understand what a spread is. From what I heard, Palantir is a C3 AI killer. Can you give a look at Sundial? Sure. Nano end of year. Those I don't like. Those are pretty hard to give out, but anything above 1736 is probably going to go on a really good run. So looking for that break above. I don't like giving end of the year calls or prices out because it's very abstract, and it's right now what we're doing is speculation, and to give an end of year price point like that is huge. So I like to focus on what's happening right now, and then we can gauge a week or two out. Sundial. Brian, I already did Palantir earlier, so just whenever we finish the live stream, just look at what's it called? Just rewind it. I think I have the option, guys, where definitely this video will be uploaded, but I have the option now, I think, where you can rewind it. I'm not entirely sure, so I'd like for you to check that out for me. But yeah, so Sundial, what I'm looking at Sundial right now, it's in this consolidation range. We're just hanging out right now, so looking for the break above 160 or the break below 101. I know it's a huge range, but right now it's really doing nothing, just consolidation, Mitch. And Brian, I also appreciate the support. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for being here. What stocks will benefit massively from stimulus in your airlines. So airlines is getting a huge deal in the bill. They're getting bought out, and look what happened. So this happened on Friday, and bam. So airlines, small cap stuff. So we saw a huge pump up on airlines. So airlines is going to benefit from it. Delta, what's Delta sign? Delta. What's Delta, guys? Yeah, here they are. So yeah. So Delta. So you can see airlines really. Let's see if any. Yep, and then like hotel stocks, consumer stuff like that. So that type of things. Monday might be a great day. A lot of stimulus coming in. Yeah, Brian, that's what I was talking about. So what we were talking about when I was talking about Bitcoin. So there's a difference between the news of stimulus, like, hey, stimulus is being signed, great. And then there's the difference between it actually hitting people's bank accounts. And that's exactly what's been happening, late Friday, early today. And it's going to be continuing throughout the week. So the money's actually now coming in to the economy, and that's what makes the difference. There's a guy in my group, in my membership, Abdul. I go over CTRM every single night for him. So if you are watching it right now, Abdul, shout out to you. But yeah, I break CTRM every single day for him. He loves it. So I'm very familiar with CTRN. I'm very familiar. But yeah, so the story that I have been talking about with him, above 91 cent is great start, but we really want to get above 109. Thanks for Nano. I'm looking for a call option on this. Got you. What are you guys doing with stimulus? I don't know yet, PJ. You already got yours? I haven't gotten mine yet. My bank is not one of the major ones, and some of the major ones are still delaying it to Wednesday, but I haven't not gotten mine yet. I bank with a local, a state employees bank. So yeah, I imagine I'll probably get mine later this week. They're always slow with stuff. But yeah, like Wells Fargo and Chase, they already came out with a statement saying, what's it called? That they're going to start doing theirs Wednesday. So, I mean, I thought that was kind of weird, but I guess it's all really dependent on who you bank with and when you get it. So, but I don't know what I'm going to do with mine. I'll probably just save it, to be honest with you. Probably just save it or put it into the stock market. How it should be used. I made too much money. PJ, that is not a bad thing to happen. ISWH for me. Yeah, Wally calls out ISWH every night. And it's been consolidating. So consolidation's okay. It is boring, but consolidation is better than just watching a stock tank. So that there is that. There's that at all. What other popular stocks do we look at? Yeah, we always look at the MAR. This one's gonna hopefully rally on Monday. It should, based off of how much Bitcoin's up, and then Riot as well. Just the typical Bitcoin stocks. Let's look at Ethereum. Since Bitcoin's up, we've been neglecting Ethereum. Let's see how that's doing. Yeah, it's been up quite some. So yeah. So Ethereum looking good. Finally broke out of the consolidation and pushed up. I gave half of mine to my mom. The rest were nice, Mitch. Awesome, man. That's good to hear. But yeah. I wish the market was open right now, though. It's very boring on weekends now. Very, very boring. Very boring indeed. I don't know what to do when the markets are closed. But yeah. So my main focus this week, though, guys, just to recap some things, is looking at Tesla, looking at AMD, looking at Apple, looking at Facebook. Wait, do I have a Facebook spread? I don't know if I actually have a Facebook spread. I think I do. Let me check real quick. If I have a Facebook spread, then I actually do have a Facebook spread. And it is in the profit. So yeah, those are the things I'm looking at. Are you investing in crypto? Not directly. I'm invested by Mara. So I'm in Mara. It's a crypto related stock. They're a mining company. So does that count? Does that count? But yeah, so I'm in Mara. I have Mara shares. I add on. There's a guy in my group named Doctor. I call him Doctor, but he's very, very adamant about Bitcoin. He posts videos and articles every single day about it. That's when you do a live show, we always like updates. I haven't done a live for you guys, or at least to the public, in a little bit. It's been a while, guys. But it's glad to have you guys here. Out of curiosity, how long have y'all guys been subscribers? I know PJ was one of the OGs. I swear PJ was here literally probably maybe top 100. If a little, I don't know, but PJ is one of the OG ones. I'm hearing Polkadot is hot. Polkadot. I don't what's the symbol of that? I'm hearing Polkadot is hot. Is that a company? They must be going by a different ticker than I know of. Golden. Oh yeah, Golden Nugget. Our guy Daniel, he likes Golden Nugget. Wow, Golden actually got above the support. It's doing that W. Oh, it's crypto. Oh, crypto. Oops, Polkadot. It's not on TradingView yet. I guess they just started. I don't know. It's not on TradingView yet. Crypto. Huh. Well, they don't have a chart for it yet. which is just strange. But yeah. Can you look at AMC? Sure. Well, we looked at GameStop already, so I'll take a look at AMC for you. I don't. Out of all of them, maybe I would play AMC. GameStop, I don't. You gotta know what you're getting into. It's okay. I mean, great if you're making money on it, but just realize the risk that it can just plummet. Y'all saw it one day this week. It literally dropped $100 in a matter of a minute. Literally a minute. It dropped $100. So I don't know. That's very scary for me to be in personally, because those drops can happen at any second. Literally any second. AMC, I guess, is more. I mean, to call it stable, I guess is the word, but it's more consistent. So right now, if you want to get an AMD, it is kind of following this trend line right here. Either we get the break above 1121 or it falls back down this trend line. Oh, you have the symbol for it, oh man. Try .1. Oh, is this it? Is this it right here? It's a strong. Oh, I don't listen to that because that's based off. So yeah, so this apparently this one just came out. So yeah, it's been on this one IPO'd, or I don't even think it's called IPO'd, but uptrending, and then we have a support right here. So I do not want it breaking 36.77. Don't want it breaking that. And then we have a resistance right here, right at 38.48. So we're in this consolidation range, which is okay if it just, it's new. So that's good. It's actually now starting to consolidate. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at for this one. I need to get into cryptocurrency though, for real. I only know the main ones. I only know Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's a couple in XRP. What's that other one? Gosh, what's that other one called, guys? Cardano? Is that what it is? Cardano. Yeah. I've seen that one before. I thought I charted it out once. It must not be on this one. But yeah, so this is one no. So there's only a couple that I know. But I guess I do need to get educated. I actually what did I do? I'm trying to buy some graphics cards, and I was able to place some like pre-orders, and I don't know when they're going to arrive, but hey, at least I got some footing in the door. So yeah, I want to mine some stuff. I've been keeping up to date with Ethereum's new changes or something. I don't know. Apparently, there's some very things that are happening with Ethereum with mining, that they're cutting the rates with actually the algorithm or something like that. I don't know. I've been keeping tabs on it a little bit. Whether or not that's really going to hurt the miners, I don't know. It may balance out, because we were talking about if the price goes up drastically, then it won't matter. But that's assuming that the price does go up. But I know from Ethereum side, they're doing it to basically decrease the volatility in it, so it doesn't have those random spikes. I really do not know too much about that, so I'm not going to speak too much on it just because I'm not really too educated in it. Can you look at XPeng? Yeah, looked at XPeng earlier, but I said it's starting the reversal. Need the confirmation. Really want to see it get above, at least this week, above 40.29. But that's if the overall market permits. So let's hope that the overall market does push up, because NIO and XPeng and Tesla, a lot of these other EVs have been following the overall market. So XPeng started its reversal. I mean, it was down bad this week or last week, and it's good to see some green candles, especially I know for people that have been just watching it just go down. They can't do nothing about it. So definitely want to get above 40.29 this week. But yeah, so I do think, guys, this week is going to be very, very exciting. Really excited to see how futures open up on Sunday. But yeah, I think this week is going to play out pretty good, just because the money is actually coming to the economy from the stimulus. I think that's, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, that's why we saw a little pop on Bitcoin. Well, not little, but it pushed past all-time highs. And the money is actually now coming into people's bank accounts, and that's what actually matters. And just based off how we reacted on Friday, like, so we had the take profit Friday. I was expecting that, and then we just recovered, for the rest of the day. So that was good. That was comforting to see that buyers were still here. Now, I hate these type of big red candles. These red candles are like really panic induced. Like over here, that's why we got really crazy. I like to see these red small ones, maybe stair step it down. But when you get these big red ones, that's where you gotta like take a break, see what's happening, and actually, you know, question why is it this huge red candle. But then you look at the volume and it's actually pretty much nothing. I think this was a little bit due to the reaction of the bonds being up, but then like I said, it really didn't matter because the market pretty much recovered for the rest of the day. So I like how we're setting up. Like this is the dip buy right here, and then hopefully we push up. Now I don't want to see this like where we just push back down. Don't want to see that. I really don't. I want to see this, the continuation. So that's what I want to see on Monday, Tuesday, whatever. But yeah, I do think we set up for a nice week going into this week. So a lot of stocks will be affected. So XPeng, NIO, Tesla, Square, all these stocks basically on my watch list are affected by the Nasdaq. It typically moves with the Nasdaq. But Square, I do think it's going to see a pop because of Bitcoin. Oh, there was more I was going to look at. Oh yeah, Boeing. Boeing it's been seeing a humongous rip and roar. It was going crazy as well. So a lot of hype around this one. Guys, I'm probably in the stream here. So streamed about for 40 minutes. So a nice little stream. If you are just tuning in now, thank you for being here. Sorry that you missed most of the stream, but you can rewind it. Look over what we covered. We covered a lot of stocks, I do think. But thank you guys for being here. Probably post maybe a NIO video tonight. So stay on the lookout for that if you were here for NIO. As I always do, I post a NIO video. Other than that, thank you for being here, guys. Will you be sharing next week during open market hours? If I do, it'll be on either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. I can do a Monday. I'm not going to promise it because I don't know what might come up. But if I do a Monday, it'll probably be around a little before lunchtime. So 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Eastern time because I'm on the East Coast. So I'm not going to promise anything, but definitely if I do go live, I will make it public on YouTube so you guys can hang out. So hopefully that will help you guys. Other than that, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I will see you guys